controversial influencer Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan are arrested in Romania as part of a human trafficking probe. News broke late Thursday evening by BNO News that the pair were arrested on December 29th. Now, this news comes just hours after Tate made waves with climate activist Greta Thunberg going back and forth on Twitter about carbon dioxide emitting cars. Tate, who had previously been kicked off social media platforms for so-called misogyny and hateful ideations, had also made news last month. As Long Crime Network's Sidebar reported, he sued YouTuber Ethan Klein after Klein called him a sex trafficker. Now, at the time, Tate's attorneys sent Klein a cease and desist order. Some reports now say Romanian officials used Tate's social media to confirm he was in their country before his arrest. We're still learning new details in this case and will continue to bring you the latest developments as they come in. Reporting for Long Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
What the fuck?
All right, guys. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel where we get on the grind and improve your mind. We coming at you with a live exclusive tonight. Coming at you with a live stream. Anybody's coming in, welcome to the channel. We try to help people awaken their minds and get a little bit better, and dive into the world of self-improvement. Help with that. So we're gonna just dive right in for you guys. We're gonna, the internet is exploding right now with the name Andrew Tate, as it usually is, because usually somebody's talking about him somewhere, somehow. A lot of noise going on about this guy right now. So here's what we're discovering currently, right? He has been detained by authorities in Romania. I guess they found out because he had like a pizza box that I guess was from like a Romanian pizza place. So I guess they tracked him to wherever he is right now. And I guess he's back in Romania. And I'm pretty sure he has those allegations from like a while ago. So maybe they've been looking to get him. And now their chances here, because I guess they just discovered he's Romania because of, of a pizza box. And then, but all this is happening, right? And he got detained. So there's like a bunch of photos. Let's go into Twitter right now. We're going to show you guys what we're talking about for those who don't know.
Bring up Twitter for everyone to go see. Let's freaking do that.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we got here.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and we're gonna share.
If you don't know who Andrew Tate is, well, you obviously have not been on the internet at all, which is good. I applaud you for that. Get off the internet.
Yeah, don't be on the internet. But here we are on the internet
talking about Andrew Tate, just like everybody else.
We are with Andrew Tate again. Yeah. Oh my god! And everyone keeps talking to everyone.
Yeah, Twitter is going wild right now, as you guys could tell. If you guys are on Twitter, like I am, unfortunately, you will see the noise.
Yeah, so
we're talking about.
Here is all the noise.
So not only are we going to react to the story that's breaking at the moment, we're also going to give you guys some tips on what you can learn about the situation unfolding in real time. We're going to give you some tips, what we know, and give our thoughts on the situation at hand. So yeah, so here's a post by someone. Romanian authorities needed proof that Andrew Tate was in the country, so they reportedly used his social media post, which makes sense. His ridiculous video yesterday featured a pizza box from a Romanian pizza chain, Jerry's Pizza, confirming he was in the country. So I guess when that happened, Romania was like, well, this is our chance, let's get him. So I guess there was a warrant that was issued earlier today, and then they went to go get him. Simple as that. And then there's a video. Let's see if we can find that video of him getting detained. There's one shot of him in handcuffs, but then when he's in the car, you'll see his hands are in his pockets. So I don't know about that. I cannot confirm or deny what's going on there. Yeah, let's take a look at this video.
Yeah, so here's one of the videos. It's very, you can barely really tell. It looks like his hands are in his pockets, and this one.
So last time this happened, right, a few months ago, he was detained, but he was let go a couple hours later, right? But then this is a picture of him in cuffs. So he looks kind of confident with it, so we'll see.
But what's funny is that they look similar, but at the same time they look different. It looks like he's wearing a black hoodie here, and that one looks like it's blue. But I mean, if it's dark, you can't really tell. And here it looks like he's wearing he has handcuffs on, but in the other one, it looks like he had his hands in his pockets. So sometimes you can't really. I don't really know what's going on here, unless if this was like a transfer, unless if they this is where they took him from wherever he was in, I guess, his house or something.
And apparently the allegations are going back to the human trafficking thing. I guess I don't know exactly what's going on at the moment. I'm not completely educated, so I'm not going to make any crazy assumptions, but it looks like.
Oh no! Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Let's just go back there. Yeah, we don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly what that whole thing was with the human trafficking. I don't remember if that was when they raided his mansion that one time and they didn't find anything.
Yeah,
so
apparently they
left.
raided him again today, and then they went for him wherever he was. I guess they found out his location, and they got his brother too, because they do everything together.
Yeah.
So you can check out our videos on Brotherhood.
Yes, go check out all the other videos we have. It's so funny that we were like, yeah, no, no more videos on tape. We don't need to.
But it's not.
But then here we go
it-
again.
It's a little
Something crazy comes
difficult
up.
to not do videos on this guy because
Yeah.
so many things come out from the life he's living and what he puts on the internet, and there's so many things and different lessons that you can learn based on other people's reactions to what he does. So it's really a telling of human dynamics, and it's actually a good learning lesson for how people react to a guy like that, and it can teach you a lot about humans and how we react to each other, and it can teach you how to navigate the world better. So.
Yeah,
See
so
what we come across.
okay, so hold on. There's one video I want to definitely. This one.
Truth is this. So I knew it was coming. I
go full
absolutely
screen.
knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail, and if that fails, they kill you. So now I'm down to my last 2 lives, which is also why while I'm answering this question, I'm still being careful how I'm answering it. I'm not telling you
Scary
everything.
shit.
It's scary because they've given me the warning, and I'm still running my mouth.
Yeah.
So that's scary. But here's how cancellation works. So I knew it was going to happen because there's very, very orchestrated attacks. So NGOs and charities and all these other the truth is this.
Oh,
so
there we go. That was it for that.
I knew it was coming. I absolutely not.
So that begs the question, like, is this supposed to happen? Is this kind of, what's that one?
Yeah,
I think it's like
this is
kind of
another
the
one. It's pretty
same.
much the same
I
thing.
truly believe they're going to come and they're going to try and kill me on a long enough time frame because
Who?
they tried to shut me up and I won't shut up. They're going to try and put me in jail. They're going to kill me, and I would never kill myself under any circumstances ever. And the reason I say this, and I say this to people, and they go, "But what can they put you in jail for?" And I'm like, "How ignorant are you in your ignorance to believe they need a reason? You believe it's fair. You believe I can get a lawyer and prove myself innocent. That's not how it works. They decide you're guilty long before and they find a reason why. And it doesn't matter what you do about it, you will pay the fucking price. It's not fair. None of it is. Every single system's corrupt. It actually annoys me when people say that to me. Well, just get a lawyer. Why? They can't put you in jail if you're innocent. Yes, they fucking can. And that's what people don't understand about the world. They can and they do and they fucking will. And that's what's scary. Listen, and I'm going to say this on this podcast.
So what do you
now,
think
say
about
it
that,
every
Mike?
other one.
Yeah.
I would never.
What I think about that is,
And I do not think he would kill himself. No, I do not. Think that.
This is going to turn into an, if they want it to go the way that they do, this might turn into an Epstein situation where
I think it's possible. If that would happen to somebody, it would be him.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like he's completely correct in the sense that if they are able to detain him, they do have the chance of wanting to kill him because they tried silencing him. He said, "Nah, dog, I'm going to keep running my mouth."
He actually got stronger from
yeah,
that.
I don't care what you think, and he's just going to do his thing. And so they're like, "Oh, so this is how you're going to be." So then now they're going to really trying to find a way to show him that show people that he's guilty of something somewhere, some little thing, and then just grab him, find any excuse, and then they're going to kill him like on the low, and people are going to think that he killed him. They're going to try to push it off that he killed himself or something.
Yeah, when you have a voice that is that big, it's going to antagonize a lot of interesting forces out there that do not want the little guy to succeed in life. And I do believe that there are many. There are different forces that, especially, I'm just talking from a man perspective. I think there are a lot of forces in the world that kind of does not want a man to succeed. And there's a lot of obstacles that a man must go through in his life. And Tate talks about that kind of stuff, things that a man must go through to survive and be the best man he can be. I've seen enough of his content to know that the message he spreads is it's pro manhood, which a lot of people don't like. There's a lot of forces out there that do not like that. And a guy like that is a target to forces that I don't know about, that Mike doesn't know about, things that are beyond anything we've ever seen. Because, we're some guys from Jersey, right? But there are things out there that none of us really know about going on. There's always something shady going on we don't know about. There's many things that are going on in the world that we have yet to discover. And when a guy like this comes on the internet and talks all this shit, someone's going to notice, someone's going to have some ideas, and something is going to go very wrong. I mean, same thing with Epstein, his name. I'm trying not to piss off YouTube at the moment, but these things do happen, and so when you have to understand that a guy like that's going to make a lot of enemies. He talks about how he has like bodyguards around him now. He can't do certain things because people want to kill him. Literally,
Yeah.
they will send him death threats, and he gets weird things on the phone, weird messages.
Yeah, I've seen something about that. Actually, there might be a video in here somewhere too. I know because with the whole thing with Andrew Tate, there's this whole big thing of because of his super enormous fame, now everybody, it's either everyone wants to talk about him or everyone wants to kill him. And there's no
And of course, this
contrast.
all
There's no-
happens after he has a little spat with
Yeah.
Greta Thunberg, which everyone is saying that she fumed him, or she got him good. But it's like, you know how much attention she just brought to him? Like, you know how
Yeah.
much free marketing he just got? Like, people need to think about the tactics. He's a brilliant internet marketer. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah, exactly.
People don't see the thin white lines. They don't see.
Was it this?
And I'm now at the point where I actually truly believe they're going to try and kill me. I understand that you get 3
Why
strikes.
is the music?
The TikTok. TikTok is
Jesus,
Corona.
TikTok. We got to get rid of the TikTok.
What the hell is with all these people's faces? Why is Pitbull there? Pizza time.
It's
no.
pretty funny.
No,
Man,
but
Twitter is going crazy right
yeah,
now.
Twitter literally.
Wait,
going
wait,
crazy.
is that the one?
In this game, strike 1 is they try and
Let's watch
I
this.
understand that you get 3 strikes in this game. Strike 1 is they try and shut you up and discredit you, which I've just been through. Strike 2 is they try and put you in jail for no reason. And strike 3 is they kill you.
Could this be step 2 though?
And one of my strikes is now gone. And I now firmly believe that they're going to try
Could-
and kill me.
It could be. Like this honestly could be.
I mean, he
strike two.
did predict his cancellation, so
Yeah.
it is possible. Maybe he knows something's coming, right? That he said like a million times on like every podcast.
Yeah, he said
on a bunch of podcasts. He claimed people are going to come get him. So step 2 is they're going to put him in jail for no reason. So we'll have to see how this story comes out because we don't really know much at the moment. We're going to have to find out when more details are released if they find any reason to actually keep him in jail. I don't know. He may have been already released at the time of this recording. We don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, it's all the way in Romania. They're like,
I don't know
hella
what
hours-
Romania is like. I don't know the laws there. I really don't know.
yeah,
I mean, it can't be that different from the USA, right? Or maybe it is.
I think it is.
Probably.
It probably really is. But at the same time, you also got to remember, it's what there are so many hours ahead of us right now because Romania is very far away.
Was it
from
like
the
probably
United
like
States.
2 a.m. over there or something?
It's probably even far, maybe even more than
'Cause I know
that.
this just happened a few hours ago.
It was probably 2 a.m. when it happened because right now, what is it? It's 8 p.m. right now on the East Coast of the United States. I think over in the UK, I think they're 6 hours ahead of us. So that's 2 a.m. over there right now.
Look
in
at
the
this! Look at
UK,
this
but then
hate, guys.
Romania-
Look at this guy. I hope Andrew Tate kills himself in prison. These are the kind of guy. Man, the world has so much hate, and
Yeah.
Andrew Tate never killed anybody. There's a lot of hate in the world, guys. You gotta. It's really crazy. Twitter and like social media in general really does bring out the hate in people, and it really shows you like people's like. I mean, damn.
Yeah,
I would not post something like that. I have more. I just don't think I would do something like that.
yeah. So the whole situation.
Imagine you're applying for a government job and they're looking through your Twitter and they're like, oh, why are you hoping people kill themselves? Like you just look like a dickhead.
Yeah, it's
So
just dumb.
don't be an idiot on social media and apply for a government job. That's my advice.
Like, so the whole situation with Greta, right?
Yeah, Michael will explain this one.
What?
I hope.
Hello, I've been
I
arrested.
don't. It's probably not real, but it
yeah,
would be. Like,
I highly doubt it's real. But there is a
I'm gonna find out if he tweeted them.
yeah, find out. The whole thing with Greta, I think it was a situation where she was talking about Andrew Tate's supercars or something like that, and he put out a response video on Twitter, which is what this picture is here. This is a clip from that. Actually, this is the video right here, but this is a picture version of it, and it's saying he was also talking about how her email address says something like small dick energy or something like that. That's like her.
That
email
was the
address or something.
own, the crazy own.
And so, he was pretty much talking, responding to her. He was responding to her in that video on Twitter. And in the middle of the video, he ends up getting pizza from somebody. And the pizza just is
Pizza time.
is this chain, Jerry's Pizza, which is then how Romania was able to figure out that Andrew was in Romania at the time, and that then they knew when to get him. And he put up that video I think yesterday. And so the whole thing with Greta was pretty much all about cars, about his specific like Bugatti and shit like that, and pretty much like how they're not good for the environment or whatever. But honestly, look at this bitch.
He has not tweeted
Look how
anything, by
dumb.
the way.
Well, yeah, I figured it was a fake. But it's so crazy how. Wait. Okay. No, I thought they were trying to show like it wasn't the same thing, but it is. Shout out to Jerry's Pizza from Romania for the $100 billion in earned media it's received from Andrew Tate.
I mean, I can't say it's wrong.
Yeah, like, and what's so funny is that because that Greta, like, did that with Andrew, like she gave him so much more, pretty much gave him so much more.
We need to talk about
media
that
response.
post actually, because this
Which
guy
one?
said, yeah, there's some dude named Ben. I told you Andrew Tate was a sex trafficker and you yelled at me, and then he got arrested for sex trafficking. Well, first of all, there's no convictions or anything yet, so it's important not to assume what's going on before things have actually happened, because if tomorrow they're released and they said they didn't find anything, this guy's gonna look like a moron.
Yeah.
He's
so-
assuming too quickly. We don't know the
Yeah,
true. That's
being-
why we preach critical thinking on this channel, for you guys to actually think about what's going on instead of coming to direct conclusions, because a lot of people do not research topics properly. So tomorrow this could be completely different, and then he's gonna look like an idiot for posting that now, and then people are gonna lose trust in him. So guys, people should be careful what they post and what they say until they know the facts. We don't know either. He might be guilty of sex trafficking,
but we don't know.
We don't know. That's what we're trying to tell you guys. We don't know the full extent of the situation, and that's why we're trying to preach critical thinking and not jumping to conclusions, and trying to do good research, and also let time take its course. Let the authorities do their thing. And, granted, they're not being, granted it's not corrupt,
which
right?
it probably is.
We don't know.
let's be real.
We don't know though. That's
we
the
don't
thing.
know.
I
That's
am
just
not
assuming.
afraid to say I don't know something. Could Andrew Tate be the worst person ever and secretly be like scamming a lot of people? Yes. Could he be doing
he?
it? Of course, yeah. And anything is possible in the world of the internet, which is how people know of him, because of the internet. We don't know, but I like to be optimistic and assume people are good when they're really bad. But that doesn't really, we try to be more realistic on this channel.
Exactly.
But we don't really know if he actually is a sex trafficker. We don't really know. He's
Yeah,
not being
the only-
convicted of that yet.
yeah, the
So we
only
need to
way-
wait.
The only way you know is if it says that if something comes out where it says that him and Tristan have been sentenced to X amount of whatever in
If they
in
find
prison
damning
for this.
evidence and it gets released online, okay, then cool. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
being
You were
arrested-
right. You got him. He's a sex trafficker. Go to prison. Good. I would not recommend any sex trafficker be on the street. I think people who deal with children in that way should suffer a lot of pain. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I do not. I'm definitely against that. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Because being arrested and being sentenced are two different things. Being arrested is just being detained by the authorities to find out.
Because last time
for
this
the
happened,
evidence.
yeah, he was released the next day anyway.
Yeah.
It was the same night.
Yeah.
So this might happen again, and he'll be making a podcast tomorrow. know,
emergency meeting.
Yeah, emergency
We
meeting.
got
you know.
arrested.
And then once again, he's gonna bring more people to know who he is, and more people to be sympathetic. So a lot of people who are hating on him right now might actually be just dumb, because tomorrow he might come out that everything was dropped and it was no big deal. So now everybody that hating on him now is gonna look like a hater, and they're gonna look very hateful tomorrow. So just be careful about what you post or
Yeah,
certain things. We
yeah,
try
'cause-
to want to know the situation, understand it better before we jump to conclusions.
Let's read more on this guy, Ben. Online conservatives defended Andrew Tate because they bought into his misogynist bullshit. And now
I don't know how
let's see,
he's a
this
misogynist.
person says they have new evidence about him engaging in human trafficking, rape, and organized crime.
Okay, let's see it. Where is it?
Let's go into this. What Romanian news outlets describe taking advantage of poor, young, naive women and promising them relationships in UK in order to recruit them into prostitution. This happens quite a lot.
Well, it does happen a lot in the world, but I don't know if he's doing it. But
We don't know exactly if he is doing it or not. If I
Um,
seen, if we had seen actual evidence of this, then I mean,
okay, well, yeah, I mean, show us the evidence, and I'm okay, yeah, and Tate's a sex trafficker, okay, yeah, all right, but we don't know if that's true yet, so we need to see evidence until we come up with that,
yeah, because I mean, like, and then this guy, and he continues. And
Who's
says,
this guy?
Piece of shit. This is the same guy. This piece of shit manipulated women into sex slavery for profit, and
You don't-
multiple right of center media orgs defended him because he said vague things negative about modern feminism.
Once again, you don't know if that's true because we don't. Once again,
And
evidence. We don't
and
know.
like the only evidence we have of anyone talking about him dealing with women are either people that are saying stuff like this or that one chick from when he got canceled, right? Was it from when he got canceled or was it from a little bit after that when the one chick that he was with the video of him slapping her or like spanking her and shit?
Yeah,
in
but
that video?
that was role play.
And
That was
yeah, and
BDSM
she,
stuff.
and she was like defending him. That like that is literally all the evidence that we have right now is either people just speaking on the internet or an actual woman that was with him that said that he's not the way that people are saying that he is, and that he's,
I mean,
he's not a bad person.
A lot of haters have been waiting for this moment for so long to try to
Yeah.
get Tate on something because a lot of people don't, want men to be men, and we live in a society that wants men to be weak, and it's working, by the way. So good job, and then channels like us have to be like, no, stop it, we got to be men
Yeah.
out here.
'Cause
But
think about it this way, like, listen, people should not try to replicate Andrew Tate. People should learn from certain aspects of Andrew Tate, right?
they should not be him.
But they
Don't
should
try to
not
be someone that
be-
you're not. That's not authentic.
Yeah.
And I do not recommend people being inauthentic with themselves.
Yeah, because that's also another thing that people they don't get, because when people start people want to defend Andrew Tate like how we kind of are, people will start to just be like, oh, you're just like them. No, not really. We understand these people. We listen to what they have to say. We take in whatever information that we feel is valuable to us, and we apply it in our own way. But we don't try to pretend like we are the top G and all that stuff, and smoke cigars and drive Bugattis and make crazy money with doing whatever.
Let's
We
talk
don't
about
do that.
Oh, sorry to cut you off. That's also. Let's go into Raphael. It seems to be a supporter, so it's a
Andrew Tate-
non-hater.
Andrew and Tristan Tate arrested by Romanian authorities for alleged
Guys,
Yeah.
alleged. We do not know. Once again, we don't know.
charges which were already proven false and dropped, but
Before
clearly
you.
the powers that be want the Tate brothers erased. More proof that Top G was right about the Matrix.
Now, I am open to once again, when we talk about critical thinking, that means you are open to different possibilities. I am open to believing that he is a sex trafficker and he's been doing a really good job in evading authorities, and there is damning evidence and he can be convicted and he can go to jail and justice should be served. Yes, I am open to that possibility, but I am also open to the possibility that what if he's right? What if the Matrix, as he calls it, as it is attacking him right now? Because he said he was going to end up getting arrested for some shit. He predicted this shit. So what if this is just going to happen anyway? What if they are out to get him on some charges, even if they don't find anything and they convict him anyway? What if the Matrix really is going to silence the fuck out of him? I am open to that possibility as well. But we have to just see how this unfolds. Well, what is that? People cheering, and I was like,
The internet, it's a meme. It's pretty much a meme.
Man, there's really a lot. People really, it's like that saying. The one thing people love most is to see Superman fall. This is such a great example.
Yeah, like this.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and what was I going to say? What's so funny is, they accuse Andrew Tate of human trafficking, and again, we don't know if that's actually
We
true
do
or
not know. We're
But-
journalists at this point.
But there is proof of certain people who have been in power, are in power, or are related to people that are in power who are either related to sex traffickers, have been caught up with sex traffickers, have done sexual activities with kids that are with sex traffickers, like Bill Clinton, the Clintons. I'm about to get myself assassinated.
Now you're gonna get us killed, bro. You're gonna get us killed.
They are on the files for Epstein. They were in there, and so was what was his Prince Andrew or whatever, the guy in the UK. He was on there. All those motherfuckers, they all have either ran in office. They've been in a position of power to pretty much over us, right?
And they still are.
They've been in some sort of power, or they still are. I don't know. Is Prince Andrew like the king now? Is he king?
I don't
Someone
know.
is over there is king.
It's
because
definitely
the
not
queen is
Prince
dead.
Harry. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, the queen is dead, and one of them is in power, and that's a problem. What no one like when people see, oh, Andrew's arrested, oh yeah, great, but they forget about the other shit. And that's the whole thing about what happened with Epstein so long ago now, is that he committed suicide, and everyone's like, oh well, that's good then, he's dead, who cares? But him dying pretty much silences all the other people that were related to him that are still doing these things.
Yeah, to this day.
Just because you get rid of him doesn't mean that it stops. And so all these things are still happening. It's just that the way that it was done is not as easy anymore because they had Epstein's Island, and he was literally the one that was moving everything around and everything like that. Now that you don't have him, it's a little harder, but they're still doing it. It doesn't matter. It's sex trafficking is still happening. All these different types of crimes with children, they're still happening, and it's sick. And it's because of a lot of these people in power. They're the ones that are doing it and trying to get themselves out of the spotlight. Now they're throwing Andrew Tate under the bus,
Which is pretty easy- which
assuming
is pretty easy to do.
Andrew Tate is not actually part of it, or he might be, and they're just throwing him under the bus so they don't get in the light. Because that's kind of what they did with Trump too. Because Trump was exposing a lot of like the problems with how companies run and all this stuff. And so a lot of the people that were in power or close to people in power were able to try to get him, try to throw shit at him, pretty much telling him to shut the fuck up. And then they, all the stuff happened with him, which you have seen in the last couple of years. And now everyone's like, fuck Trump. But I mean, yeah, fuck Trump. But still, it's all the same. It's literally all the same.
I do want to remind people that you are innocent until proven guilty. So let's, goes back to not jumping to conclusions. And let's not try to wish hate upon people. I'm really against people like trying to constantly shut everyone down. There's no evidence, concrete evidence of Tate actually going through this yet. There's no convictions yet. So we need to wait and see the verdict on that because we don't know.
Yeah.
And when you don't know something and you jump into conclusions and you just look dumb, and then you're acting on your hate, for some guy you never met in real life that you see on the internet. And I don't know him either. So maybe, once again, I'm open to the possibility that some of these could be true. Maybe he is up to no good. Maybe there is something going on that I don't know about, that we don't know on the internet, that we don't see, but we do not know. And that's one of the things that we're trying to say on the.
I like how Bugatti just started trending now.
I know.
That's really funny.
That's the crazy part, is that people just don't, they like to just jump around and just like on Twitter right now, we can see that there's already a lot of hate for this guy. People want him down. They want to, even though there's not really any thing he's done to make anyone's life hell or anything. I mean, he's just some guy who talks shit on the internet, which, a lot of people do that, right? Yeah. I mean, it's not anything new. And it's just kind of makes people look foolish when you're trying to just hate for no reason, If you don't like him for some reason, cool. I mean, I don't look at that. It's like, look at these random Twitter clips.
It's so dumb. It's really so dumb. Everyone is just jumping so quickly. And look, that's so funny. Prince Andrew Tate, fucked by pizza.
I do want to say though, I really hope that, through my optimistic nature, I hope that he's not guilty of it I hope that he's not doing anything like that because a lot of men don't have anyone to look up to.
Oh, this is actually a good point. This chick, Isabella, whatever, Andrew Tate isn't a human trafficker. They're using him as a target. If they cared about human trafficking, they would release Ghislaine Maxwell's client list.
Okay, because so we can talk about that. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
a whole other thing.
That's what Mike was saying.
I was talking about that before. They have, they've arrested this bitch, Maxwell, but they haven't really brought much into the spotlight of that at all since she's been arrested over a year ago now.
Yeah, so now they're using Tate as the scapegoat. Oh, look what he's doing. But that's because he's made so many unknown enemies that we don't even know about. There's so many enemies he's made from the stuff he says on the internet.
And that's why I believe the Matrix is real, because
I think so too. I think I've been convinced over the past 3 years. People have been brainwashed. My own grandparents have been brainwashed to wear masks in stores. It's it still hurts my feelings, but it's it kind of makes sense. And then Andrew, Tate is saying, is my second life, right? Strike two, which, implies that he's going to get put in jail for no reason and might not make it out, which
Yeah.
is unfortunately seems to be a real possibility. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
Just
no,
because a lot of things happen that we can't really explain. I mean, there are so people still don't know what's going on with Jeffrey. I don't even say his last name. People don't even know what's going on with Jeffrey's situation still.
yeah,
And
and
what
he's been dead
happened
for
and
like
how
2
he,
years now. I
yeah,
think.
and there's still no word on if he actually did because people don't even believe it. A
Yeah,
lot of people
and-
don't even believe the government anymore. And that's one of the reasons why they're going to go after him, because Tate preaches sort of not really listening to government propaganda and following your own way, which is similar to what we go do on this channel. But a lot
exactly.
of powers that be, they don't like that message
No.
of, go your own way and do what you have to do as a man to make your own life and, stop being a slave to the 9 to 5 kind of, the matrix, as he calls it. Right. And it all kind of circles. And this is the perfect opportunity for them to get him. They got a warrant for him. They came into his house. They got him. They got him on pictures, and there's a video. And now all the haters are going to come out. Of course, I like situations like these because you can find out the truth about how people think. This is when people's realness comes out. This is when the hate splurges out on the internet. This is when people tell you who they really are. And this is a good opportunity to discover people. What is that? I think so. That's what he said. A strike 1, they cancel you. Strike 2, they put you in jail for no reason, which this could be strike 2. I am open to that possible. And then strike 3,
they kill you.
bang, you got him.
Boom.
Which, I mean, when you piss off so many people, there are stories of people just getting stabbed because they made someone angry, or like the common school shooter. Like sometimes things just go bad. To quote, what's his name from Falcone from Batman Begins. Right.
From going from Bugatti to prison bus.
I mean, yeah, it's all fun and jokes when you put memes on it, but this stuff leads into real serious life consequences.
And here we go again. So they're going after Andrew Tate, but still protecting every single client of Jeffrey Epstein.
It makes sense to me. Just like what he says on his, every podcast he goes on talks about the Matrix and how they're gonna be out to get him. Once again, I mean, I stress, what if he's right? What if he's, same thing in the opposite direction? What if he is a piece of shit douchebag? And what if he actually is this sex trafficker? And then they get the charges and then they convict him and all that. But we also got to be open to what if they really are after him? And what if he actually is, like a soldier just trying to help his fellow man, and then they try to shut him up, which could work. It's very possible.
Yeah. We don't even know what is really happening at this moment. Like
we know some things, but just like many things, we don't know the entire scope of the situation. And I'm sure there are also hidden things going on that we also don't know. People, especially during times like these, people need to keep an open mind on the situation. You need to look back from afar, assess the situation, think critically, be smart about it, and then make a judgment when you find out as much evidence as you can, and try not to, leave hateful comments online, because once again, the next day, it might just turn out they got released them same night, it was whatever, and then you just look like an idiot for posting online. Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any more recent news on this whole specific thing.
Consider it. Yeah, everybody. Did he deserve it? You bet he did. See, it's like stuff like that. I mean, if like that's your opinion, sure.
Yeah, because I know it's been a thing where people are like, oh, he's a misogynist, oh, he's this, he's that, because of everything that gets put up on TikTok or whatever, and make people believe that he's a certain way. I mean, he could be that way, but at the same time, you don't know because you don't actually know this person. You've never had a conversation with this person. We've never had a conversation with this person, but we like to keep an open mind on certain things, because on the internet, you never know what actually is true and what actually is false, because you only see these things. You don't know without any specific concrete evidence that it's true. And so he could be a misogynist, but at the same time, you don't know that because you don't actually watch him interact with women.
Even though most of the stuff he says is more it's pro man compared to anti women. So.
Yeah, he's definitely not anti woman. I choose Andrew Tate's life every single time over the life of a half-educated, autistic, doom-mongering eco-cultist, and the only car I own is a diesel It's Tiger.
So that's another supporter. So you're gonna have a lot of people, they're gonna take a side and a lot of free top G, and then the other people are like, I hope he dies. It's like, damn, we have such a black and white, thing going on around here. Either you love him or you hate him, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, to me, in my opinion, I want to see evidence. I just want to know exactly what evidence they have on him. I want to know.
It's just crazy that, of
what is
course, after
happening.
he goes after Greta Thunberg on Twitter, of course, the next day he's getting arrested. Of
Yeah.
course. It's like, what kind of timing is that? And Greta Thunberg is like a prime, if you could have someone as a spokesperson for the Matrix, she'd be up there. Yeah. So when you come after someone like that on Twitter and then they respond, even though, by the way, that's probably not even her responding, probably someone on her PR team that said that. I actually highly doubt that Greta Thunberg herself said that. Probably just some idiot on her team said, I'm going to say this on Twitter. And then that's how they get the likes. And although it has like 3 million likes on that post, but it might be a bot. Let's go to that post, actually. See if
I gotta find it now.
For those who don't know what we're talking about.
What do I go to Greta?
Yeah. You'll find that post easy. Oh, that was easy.
This one?
Yeah, he says, hello, Greta Thunberg. I have 33 cars. My Bugatti has a, what does that say? W16 8.0 liter quad turbo. My 2 Ferrari 812 Combizone have 6.5 liter V12s. This is just a start. Please provide your email address so I can send a complete list of my car collection and their, what does it say? Respective enormous emissions. And then she says, yes, please do enlighten me. Email me at smalldickenergy@getalife.com. I really doubt once again that she said that. And then someone says something about, he said like she ain't ready yet for like a man or him or something. And then people thought that people still think Greta is like 13 years old. She's 19 now. Can you believe that? She's 19.
She's a human.
Let's go into her post, right? And I want to see who liked her thing. Let's go in. Yeah. So go into that and then hit the likes because I want to show you guys. I think a lot of these likes are bots.
3 million.
Yeah. So let's show you guys some corruption. So look at some of these accounts that like her.
So this one right here, like this one has a whole bunch of shit. So this one I feel like is probably
PayPal and cash, 100 proofs. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I don't know. What the hell is that?
I don't know.
What do people do in their free time on Twitter? I start to question everything when I see. Let's go down the follower list. See, look, that looks like a bot. Oh, that looks like a bot.
Oh,
Come on.
It's a bot.
Guys, we're exposing the major. I knew it. We got bots up in here liking these. But so who makes these bots?
And what the fuck is this? Okay, so this is an actual human, I guess. Or at least it turned to be.
I hope so.
Let's
go down to Faith. 2020 looks like
2 followers. There's nothing here.
Yeah, I don't know.
0 tweets.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, this is probably somebody. This is probably actually somebody.
Maybe a Call of Duty player in his basement.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Whatever.
Soy meat sauce.
Yeah. Ellipses. It's got followers. There's
that might be an actual person.
There's only 2 tweets. Frank Ocean is life. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, that's a retweet.
Maybe it's like a deactivated account that was brought back just like that tweet.
Maybe. This is weird looking. Look at all these fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. People, hey, like this weird stuff.
People, hey.
Poop lovers unite. What the?
What? Oh, what the fuck?
Him. I don't know. If these are the kind of people that follow Greta Thunberg, then I think we know the common denominator here. I think we know the kind of person she attracts to like her posts.
Yeah, this is some wacky shit. Yeah, there's again.
Yeah, there's some bots up in here, like in this post.
Yeah, there are bots. There are bots here.
Marie. Yeah, that's a
0 tweets.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Once again, guys, we need to question everything.
Yeah. There's so many different, like, anyone that doesn't have a picture, I feel like is a bot.
You guys got to be careful who all the comments you read and the things you see on Twitter and social media and the internet in general, because there's a lot of misleading things going on. By the way, if you guys are liking the content, make sure you hit subscribe and like the video as well, by the way, and leave a The live chat is open if anyone has any comments, and if anybody watching has any interesting thoughts on this breaking story, definitely let us know. Someone says, "Have me on the call. I have something to say."
Yeah, we got to figure out how to do that because I don't know.
We still have much to learn. Can we do that? I think we could. Yeah, can we post the link? I think we could do that. Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. I just saw this, my friend. Sorry. We're posting the link right now. So if you want to join, go ahead. I'm always open for discussion. I like hearing different people. This goes for anyone who wants to join in the conversation. We posted the link in the chat to the StreamYard. So if anyone wants to come on the stream and talk about the situation and their thoughts on it, and maybe give us an insight that we don't know about, because I'm always open to learning and hearing a different perspective on the situation. So I'm definitely open to hearing someone's thoughts on this. So if anyone wants to come in, I can't pronounce your name, my friend. I apologize. But if you do want to come on and say something, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I have it in there. So we'll while we're waiting to see if this actually happens, I'm just gonna go back in here real quick, and I just want to, because then after all this, now that we went through to see how many bots there are, and after she sent retweeted and quote tweeted this, and then he put out the video, the infamous video that got him arrested. Which, is it still up? Yeah, it's right here. And he talks about the small dick energy thing, whatever. And it's pretty much just all satire.
This is like him, literally. This is like the perfect video to describe who he is.
Yeah.
As an internet marketer.
He just doesn't care. And this has over 11 million views.
It's interesting Twitter can do that now.
What? Oh, what? That you can see?
Yeah, you can see how
videos you can always see the views, but now the tweets you can see views, which is new. Like this tweet alone has 43 million views, but the video itself has 11 million. So people have viewed this specific post 43 million times, or 43 million people have viewed this post.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
But only 11 million people have viewed the actual video.
It's kind of interesting. So 1 out of 4 actually clicked to see what he was saying. Or maybe they already saw it somewhere else. There's always that.
Could be different things. You never know.
Should we play the video?
I'm going to play the video in a second. Okay. I was just double checking to make sure.
Once again, if anyone wants to insert some commentary and give their thoughts, the link has been dropped in the live chat. You guys can come in and talk to us and give your perspective on the situation.
Yeah.
And have some good discourse. Definitely. Yeah. Link in the chat, guys. Link in the chat. Anyone wants to come on, feel free. Don't be shy.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just do not spam the stream. That's all I ask for. Just don't spam it.
Yeah. So now we're gonna watch this video. And
let's show you guys who Andrew Tate is. Yeah,
it's pretty funny.
This is how they found out where he was.
Some greenhouse gases. I'm obviously a stranger to online controversy. It's not something I often do. But now the mainstream press is commenting on the fact that I was informing Greta that my very extensive car collection with internal combustion engines, which run on dead dinosaurs, have an enormous emission profile. And she replied by telling me her own email address. Greta's email address is I have small dick energy. Why would that be your own email address, Greta? Strange. I mean, also, I don't want to assume her gender. It's 50-50, but it is what it is. I'm not actually mad at Greta. Please bring me pizza and make sure that
the pizza box that got him.
Recycled. Thank you.
They got him.
So I'm not actually mad at Greta, right? Because she doesn't realize she's been programmed. She doesn't realize she's a slave of the Matrix. She thinks she's doing good. Someone has sat her down and convinced her to try and convince you to beg your government to tax you into poverty to stop the sun from being hot.
Remember?
And then, because I called her out on it, the global Matrix got this bot farm to like and retweet.
That's what I was saying with the bots. You could tell.
Try and pretend that her telling me that she has a small dick in her own email address somehow teaches me a lesson. Welcome to a new episode of The Clown Show. But now I know, at least, that Greta, with a little hate-filled face, bitter, sitting somewhere without the heating on, in the cold, little hat, shivering, use my tweets, which is going to make my Twitter account far more fun into eternity.
Yeah, so like, it's very interesting when he's kind of like trolling back. It's like, when you go after the people in the Matrix, it's like when you say stuff like that, yeah, of course now they're gonna get him. Like, all right, fuck this guy, we're gonna go in, and it seems like that's how they try to get him. It's very interesting.
I'm gonna put on my tinfoil hat real quick. I kind of want to say this. I want to know what anyone else thinks about this. I feel that this is, I wouldn't say staged, but I feel like it's all right. I feel like it's staged because of this video. This pizza box, this pizza box right here, apparently is the reason that he got detained by Romanian authorities. And they put this box specifically in camera view where you can see where it's from. I believe that by sitting from the last 30 plus minutes that we've been sitting here going through this stuff, I believe that this may be just a big stunt.
It's possible. It is possible.
It's possible.
Once again, guys,
not saying that
be open-minded. Anything is. I am open to the possibility of blank.
I feel like this might be some sort of stunt to keep Andrew Tate's name in the news.
It's working.
And to make
once again, here we go again. Everybody's talking about him like this guy is a genius.
Yeah.
This guy is smarter than people think.
Yeah. I feel like it is that way because, and you also, like what we were saying earlier in the stream, we didn't know if he was actually handcuffed or not, or if his hands are in his pockets, because there was the two different videos where it looks like one of them he was in handcuffs, the other one looked like he had his hands all over in his pockets.
Mixed signals,
right? So you don't know exactly what's happening. You don't know exactly where is what. And creating this video yesterday. This video came out yesterday, right? Yeah, at 4:30 our time. Oh God, hello. At 4:30 our time, this video came out yesterday. Today, about a little over 24 hours later, he's arrested or detained, whatever, same thing. And so, all because of this pizza box, all because that he put this box specifically in front of him, showing the logo, showing the name of the place, everything like that. And granted, you could say, "Oh, he just messed up. He wanted the pizza, wasn't thinking." Could be, but I mean, Andrew Tate is also a very skilled chess player, and he is very strategic. So I wouldn't believe that he would do this not thinking. I feel like this was something that he probably thought about, that they probably did just to get some sort of either, some sort of notoriety, or some sort of just to keep his name going, because the whole thing with Greta was happening, but it wasn't going to go anywhere after this, right?
Yeah.
And no one was really going to talk about it. Now everybody is fucking talking about this moment. And
once again, he has gained traction again.
Yeah,
Andrew Tate has done
We're live streaming. About 20 other people are live streaming all about this specific topic. All because that this happened. All because of this pizza box.
Tate has enough money to where he probably could hire an entire squad of SWAT team members and stage. He could do that if he wanted to. People have dressed up. I'd probably be illegal to impersonate a SWAT officer.
Yeah,
you could have enough money to pay off and have make it look like a bunch of SWAT officers are coming to arrest you.
He could
again. I'm open to anything.
He could pay the Romanian government to stage. He could probably pay the Romanian government to stage an arrest.
That would be pretty. That'd be pretty crazy.
He probably has that money. I mean, granted, I don't know if the Romanian government would be okay with doing that. I don't know. If,
I don't think so, but
I'm not sure. I don't know how they work. And I mean, he might have people in the up and up within the Romanian government where he can get it to work, but I don't know for sure. Granted, we don't know if any of this is actually real, if anything is actually any of this is actually happening or not. We don't know if he's actually being arrested. We don't know if he's going to get sentenced. We don't know We don't know anything. We just know that
Yeah,
he
we're gonna have
was
to find out more
apparently allegedly arrested. And
The word is
we are here
allegedly.
just-
Let's see if there's anything going on on Twitter.
Yeah.
While we're here.
yeah, while it's still chilling.
So, yeah, Twitter's
Oh,
going
I'm
nuts right
still
now.
on Andrew
YouTube's going crazy too.
And I'm still on that. And I'm still on that. And I'm still on Greta. Let's go back to
Oh,
this.
Greta.
Let's go back to the latest. Let's see.
Oh God, we're going crazy.
Oh God. Okay. Detained. Person sends you. If you don't show up, they
So
arrest you.
is that
false
recent? Let's look
charges.
at that news
This?
tech review. Yeah, is that? Let's see if that's recent. We're trying to get you
This.
guys the actual. We don't want to spread any fake news, so we're trying to get accurate information for you guys so we can accurately assess it.
Internet personality, former professional kickboxer Andrew Tate.
Will be held. Okay, so it says they will be held for 24 hours.
The two brothers have been under investigation since April.
Yeah, so it's been an investigation. Reportedly arrested on suspicion, which means
Human trafficking,
yeah.
rape, and forming an organized criminal group.
Which maybe this is war room, because I know the Matrix is probably trying everything in their power to get him to, try to find some way to get him in jail, just like they do with the same thing they do with Trump. They're always trying to find something to gotta get him. We gotta find this way.
Find this thing.
We gotta find
Find something.
we gotta find something to make him look bad, something to get him in jail, because we hate the fact that he spreads actual masculinity. So then they come up with this stuff. So what's this? So I think they're gonna be detained for 24 hours, and they'll probably let him go, and then people will be talking about it.
Two brothers reportedly declined to comment, but their attorney confirmed to the outlet that they were arrested.
Okay.
Authorities reportedly.
Well, that's gonna be an easy bail to pay then,
Yeah.
won't it, Mike?
Yeah, authorities reportedly conducted a raid on the suspects' properties in Bucharest. The spokesperson for the brothers told the Daily Mirror that they can't provide details about the reports of the detainment, but Andrew and Tristan have the utmost read full story, which is probably going to cost me money.
Here we go. Oh wait, no, maybe not.
Hello,
It's on the hill.
Hello, the hill.
The hill is a little. I don't like the hill very much. I've seen them
Not
go back
anymore.
on their word. Yeah,
Not anymore.
yeah, they're not reliable anymore.
I miss what they call them. I miss the two guys that or well, the one guy, the one girl that left the hill. Yeah, they were good.
There it is.
But yeah.
Oh,
I just realized that you guys didn't even see any of that. It's fine.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, like this is the same thing. We just seen that. These are reviews. Let's see, new tweets.
Make sure you guys hit the like button, by the way, in the video. Help us out if you'd like. Feel
anyone
free.
watching.
Hit the like button.
Oh yeah, this was the
Been
thing
swatted.
in April, I think.
It's where you call the police and you say somebody has a gun.
What, for human trafficking? What happened?
Yeah, I was not arrested. So what happened is I suffered from a case of swatting. It's very popular with people who are large on the internet. Many large YouTubers have been swatted. It's where you call the police and you say somebody has a gun or there's a hostage situation and the SWAT team arrives. Somebody made a phone call to the American embassy saying that I was holding women at my house. The police arrived. And let me state this now. I state this openly to the world. I have absolute respect for the police. I would hate to live in a country where if you call the police saying women are being held against their will, that the police don't respond. That would be terrible. Of course they should come and look. Absolutely.
So maybe maybe he was swatted. I'm also open to that. It's possible. I'm sure Tate's gonna, assuming he's gonna easily post bail, he's gonna get out, no problem. He's gonna make a live video about this. He's gonna talk about it. We are gonna hear more on this. This is not a one and done thing. Oh no!
Yeah.
All the people are going to be using this against him for a long time. The hate mob are going to come after him with tonight's news. They're going to come out with him for months to come. As of this moment, this is breaking for a lot of people, and they're gonna use this to their advantage. Because anyone who pisses off the government and says some shit on the internet, they got things coming to them. People will come after them with everything they got. The Matrix.
And let's see. Got arrested. This is the people. Imagine Dragons pug. Andrew Tate got arrested. This is the best day so far.
If this is the best day so far for you, then you have a very miserable life.
Yeah, really.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Once again, guys, the hate is real. People will expose themselves on the internet and expose how hateful they really are. It's really sad. We really. not many people want to see others succeed, and most people are just waiting for the next crazy story to get their red meat, get their indignation, and feel something.
Free Andrew
Oh,
Tate.
we ain't
Bruh.
gonna say that.
Jerry's Pizza
Andrew Tate did nothing wrong. Jerry's Pizza.
is the reason Andrew Tate is in jail, so they are the winners of 2022. Bro, no, it makes no sense.
I don't know about that.
It makes absolutely no sense. These people don't know what the hell they're talking about right now. Andrew Tate is arrested. Okay, cool.
Yes.
But once there's evidence, then there's nothing really that can go on.
Once again, we don't have evidence yet. Do not have
Yeah.
any evidence. I like to be optimistic. I want to assume. So it's like what I was saying before is I hope that Tate is not guilty of any of that stuff. I hope that it's all misunderstanding and that it was something else. I'm sure he'll explain.
Yeah.
And the reason for that, the reason that I'm optimistic about that, because a lot of men look up to this guy, or they at least take some of his advice to heart, and it makes them into a little bit better. The reason why that is important is because a lot of men, especially young men, do not have anyone these days to look up to. Because a lot of mainstream society is now pushing men to be weak. So when a guy like Tate comes in with all the cars and the money and the six pack and with the women and everything, a lot of young guys see that and they kind of, unfortunately, some of them want to emulate him, which is it's not good.
Don't do that.
But a lot of guys can take some inspiration from that and use that as motivation to make their lives a little bit better, get in the gym, eat healthier, get that job you wanted, go for what you want, live a good life, be healthy, be masculine as a man. So when you take out Tate and you take out these masculine figures, in a way, you really do hurt men because now they have no one to go to for advice. Now they have no one to watch to uplift their spirit. And it's kind of sad. And it hurts men in general because we don't have a lot of heroes anymore to look up to, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger is like going vegetarian, even though he built his like body on meat, but fuck it, whatever. Like a lot of old heroes that we know, they're getting old now, right? Like from the 80s, like action stars, people want to be, Sylvester Stallone growing up and they watch Rocky. But there's not many heroes these days that men can look up to and say, I want to be kind of like that guy. I'm not saying Tate is the perfect male. I'm not saying that. But men do need someone to at least look up to and take inspiration from to become a little bit better, which is why that's why we're doing what we're doing. We're trying to give our piece into the world and show people, a better alternative to living a healthier life. Try to preach healthy nutrition, and get them into the gym and help, critically think about different things in life. That way we can make them better. And then when we make people better, then they go out into the world with that energy that we gave them and that we kind of motivated. And then they make the world into a better place and you make the world better one small step at a time. But when you take out people like Tate and people that some men would call heroes, and, there's a lot of women online that also have met him in person and they say good things, which I think is good.
Yeah.
That's something not to take away from. But when you take out these masculine figures, you're left with, well, who's an idiot that people look up to?
Pretty much anyone that's on TV right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then
you get Peter Griffin, right?
Yeah, Peter Griffin. Any like type of new media that's out, like movies, TV, whatever.
The men are always weak, and the women take charge, and women don't. In real life, women don't even want to be in charge. They don't even care. They just want to, they just want to feel good.
Yeah.
And as a man, you can have that power to make them feel good if you're an actual man, not a male, right? If you actually have integrity and you're actually living the life you want, and you're not taking any crap, and you have low tolerance for bullshit, you could actually be that guy.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got to be that guy, but also being you. You don't need to emulate somebody else. You could take inspiration, someone like Andrew Tate, someone like Sylvester Stallone, someone like Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? You could take inspiration from these people, but you don't want to try to copy them like exactly as they are, because like Andrew was saying, by doing that, you're not being yourself. You're just being a copy of a different person. You're being what's the word I'm looking for? You're pretty much not you're pretty much being like a ghost, I want to say. I'll say it as like you're a ghost of that person you're copying. And you want to be you, and you want to be someone that you can actually, oh, hello. I see a lot of people, I'm going to bring this up so we can read this along. A lot of people call him a misogynist, but I actually didn't get that when I watched his videos. This may actually not be true because a lot of people equally hate him. So yeah, like people hate him, I feel like because that like he's just saying crazy things, at least to them. People just think that he just says a bunch of crazy things and I don't like, he's saying all these things, but I feel like at the same time, I don't think he's a misogynist at all. I feel like
Yeah.
misogyny is something where he'll go up to a woman in the street and just punch her in the face, like just like without hesitation. Like she didn't even say anything to him. He just boom did it. But that's not what he. I feel like that's not what he does, and it's not what a lot of other people do. That people also try to put the misogynist title on them.
It's hard to call him a misogynist because every time I see him interacting with women, whether it be on a podcast or they always or like girls make videos on him. A lot of the girls that who have met him in real life, they always say very kind things. Oh, Andrew Tate, we went out to dinner together. It was a great time. He's actually very funny. He paid, so no problem. We all had fun. His brother's really cool too. His friends are like, I've never really anyone who's ever interacted with him has never said a bad experience online. So when you look at it from that perspective, I mean, I don't see any misogyny there. Now, Tate is a brilliant internet marketer, which means he's going to say things online to get a reaction and to get people to give him attention, and it works. You get the hate and you get the love, but at the end of the day, you get the attention, which brought people to his Hustlers University, which made him even more money.
Yeah,
and it was a brilliant play, and it worked. That's the thing. You could hate on him and call him a misogynist, but what he did worked. If you're a scientist and you do an experiment and that experiment is a success based on your hypothesis, that is a successful experiment.
Yeah.
Tate initiated an experiment and it became successful. I mean, damn.
Yeah. You got to give him props where it's due. So I definitely give him props for that on, creating what he has created here with, him becoming the most searched human on the planet, him creating the Hustlers University and helping other people and himself get rich, get more money. I don't really
give him more.
Yeah.
Right.
And, a lot of his followers will still, abide by him, will still go and, pay for his services or whatever. And, if they want to do that, that's cool. I don't mind that they want to do that because he's a successful businessman. He knows what he's doing. He's very smart. And he's a very good marketer.
That's one thing I will say that's absolutely true. He is a great internet marketer, great at getting attention. He has a high level of social intelligence. He speaks in a way that's he talks fast. He talks with a high vocabulary, insight, and he gets a lot of attention very easily. So the things he says gets attention, whether it be good or bad, and then but it works.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and even when we're even talking about like how this, how he's a great marketer. This all of this could have been a huge marketing scheme too. But we don't know for sure.
We want to see evidence. We want to see more.
Yeah, but like you got to think about it that way too. He's so good at doing this type of thing, being part of the internet marketing game. He's so good at it. We don't even know if this could actually be legit. It's like there's news outlets that say that yes, he was arrested. That is a true thing, but it could be.
We'll see what happens when
something that was marketed that way. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what follows with the reaction to this. By the way, if anyone has any, before we end the stream, if anyone has any comments or, you put in the chat, or if anyone wants to join last minute, the link is in the chat. If anyone wants to come on and give their insight to what's going on, definitely happy to.
We also want to thank Iris Rodriguez, by the way, for commenting. Thank you. Thank you for putting in your 2 cents. We like that.
Yeah, I love, it's good to get a different variety of opinions on especially on a guy like this, because there's just so many speculation and so much interesting things that you can take away from the things he says, or the just the lessons in life that you can learn from a guy like that saying the things he says on the internet. It's very interesting. And a lot of things are really put into perspective, and you can learn a lot about human nature when you see reactions to a guy like that doing the things he does. Any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I want people to just like take everything that we've talked about in the stream, especially with making sure you critically think about the situation that's happening right now. Don't jump to conclusions. Let the information come and we can make decisions when we have more evidence and have more information. The only information that we have right now is that he was arrested and he was detained. We
Again.
don't, yeah, and for things that are alleged. So we don't know if it's true. We don't have. There is no full evidence of anything really right now, and we'll just have to just wait and see. And for right now, let's just sit back. Let's look at this from from a distance, and let's critically think about what might happen, what can happen, and what will happen in the future.
Exactly. Well said. So, if you guys have not, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Definitely love new subs, and would love to hear different thoughts. Leave a comment below and your thoughts on the situation in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like on the video if you have not already. Hit that like button. Help us out. As I said, subscribe to the channel. You donate to the Cash App if you appreciate our work. Put a lot of effort into it. And with that said, we're going to see what happens in the future, and we're going to see you guys in the next video.